He was a genius, a Harvard graduate, a math prodigy with a promising future. But behind the brilliant mind of Theodore Kaczynski, known to the world as the Unabomber, was a man slowly consumed by hatred for modern society. Born in 1942 in Chicago, Ted Kaczynski showed signs of brilliance from a young age. By 16, he was accepted into Harvard University, but his time there was anything but ordinary. During his studies, he became part of a controversial psychological experiment led by Professor Henry Murray, a brutal and secretive test that subjected Ted to humiliation and emotional stress. Some believe this experience played a role in what came next. Ted earned a PhD in mathematics from the University of Michigan and became the youngest ever assistant professor at the University of California, Berkeley, at age 25. But 2 years later, he abruptly resigned without explanation. The promising mathematician disappeared from academia and from society. He retreated into the Montana wilderness, building a tiny cabin with no electricity or running water. There, he began writing. His thoughts turned dark. He believed that industrial society and technology were destroying human freedom and the environment. His solution? Terror. Between 1978 and 1995, Ted Kaczynski launched a nationwide bombing campaign targeting universities, airlines, scientists, and technologists. He built sophisticated homemade bombs and mailed them across the country. His attacks killed 3 people and injured 23 others. The FBI called him Unabomber, short for University and Airline Bomber, and he became the target of the longest and most expensive investigation in FBI history. But what finally led to his capture wasn't fingerprints or surveillance. It was his words. In 1995, Kaczynski sent a 35,000-word manifesto titled Industrial Society and Its Future to major newspapers, threatening to continue the violence unless it was published. The Washington Post printed it. When Ted's brother, David Kaczynski, read the essay, he recognized the writing style and ideas. He alerted the FBI. On April 3, 1996, federal agents raided Kaczynski's remote cabin. Inside, they found bomb components, journals, and the original manuscript of the manifesto. It was the end of a 17-year manhunt. Ted Kaczynski pleaded guilty in 1998 and was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. For decades, he lived in a supermax prison in Colorado. In 2023, he died in his cell at the age of 81, reportedly by suicide. The Unabomber's story remains one of the most chilling cases of how intelligence, isolation, and ideology can spiral into violence. A professor turned recluse, a recluse turned killer, a man who tried to destroy the system he once seemed destined to thrive in.